First, live, local. This is Fox 12 Now.
Hello, everyone. This is Fox 12 Now. Thanks for joining us. I'm Greg Nibbler, and we are live streaming here out of the Fox 12 Oregon newsroom. That's what you see behind me is an active newsroom during the day as people are pursuing stories. But we are here live streaming on our website and apps, and you may be seeing this on YouTube. But this segment that we're going to have here is an interview actually with two pretty amazing teenagers from Oregon who have actually formed an organization to help teach the community about AI. As you see there on your screen, it's called AI4Progress Hub, and they want to try to really democratize and try to bridge some of that technological divide that is out there for people when it comes to education on AI. It's part of our lives in so many different ways now. Important to learn about it. They want to help you do that. And so I got to talk to both Saurav and Sanaya about this, and that's what we're going to take a look for right now.
Yeah, so I'm Sanaya. I'm a local teenager, and
I'm Saurav, and I'm an 8th grader.
yeah, so we kind of started AI for Progress with a vision that there's a large education and access divide, and we kind of felt very passionate about the topic of AI, which is like upcoming and new. And we thought, well, why don't we combine those two interests? So we did. And basically how we started is we had an idea and we're like, well, what can we do to help improve our society in this way? And so we kind of used AI and we thought, well, we can share this wonderful tool with other people. So we contacted local organizations, nonprofits, and libraries around Portland, and we've kind of communicated with them through email, and then we go and we do our sessions there, and we kind of present and share about AI towards the local community.
And when we're talking about that, sharing with the local community, I want to get into this a little bit more of what is it that inspired you to, it's one thing to want to help out, but to create, an organization like this, what really inspired you to go through all of that effort and work to reach out to the community?
Yeah, well, I feel like we've kind of been brought up with the idea that like helping people is really important, and we're both really passionate about helping people. Also, it's really cool about this new thing about AI, especially in school. I think a lot of schools don't really know how to approach it, which is very reasonable because it's a new tool, and as all new tools, it's kind of new and there's a lot of fear around it. So we thought, well, why don't we take this really interesting and cool tool and kind of see the good in it, because there's obviously some very big risks, and I think it's really important to kind of see the flip side and how we can help. So we thought, well, this is really interesting and this is really cool, so we kind of wanted to just like put that into action.
Okay, gotcha. So really kind of explain, what some of the benefits are of this technology, and probably there's a lot of fear out there, that can be generated by AI. And so when you're talking about your school, you're talking about the community, who is, say, the target audience of who it is that you're trying to help, or is there one? Is it everybody?
I think, well, we're just trying to help anyone that wants to participate, and anyone that wants to join our workshops can join. It's just, at the local places, there's a lot of meetings that we do, or not a lot, but and then anyone can join at them.
Yeah,
Anyone?
really kind of. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead. Yeah, so anyone can join, it sounds like.
Yeah, really, this is for anyone who's like passionate about AI, who wants to learn more. And really, we think it's important that like many people are educated about AI. Really, whether you want to or whether you're just curious about like what it is, we're kind of open to the larger audience.
And so can you maybe give an example for somebody out there who went to one of your, or goes to one of your community events, and we're talking about AI as a general topic, but what are some of the things that they would learn?
Yeah, so in our sessions, we kind of go over like the basics of AI, and then we also go over how it's really embedded into our society right now. So we take like current data points and current like articles and credible sources and all that, and kind of go over that. And then we also kind of dive deeper into like hands-on activities. So for example, we do an activity that trains data models on image recognition, which I think is really cool. So that's kind of, we'd hope that they would get out some like basic skills, also like how to use these different AI tools, and just like beyond ChatGPT, different things that we can explore. And what really is AI? Because I think there's a lot of confusion around like generative AI versus just regular.
Right, and that terminology, the term AI is used so ubiquitously across so many different things that makes sense. Yeah, explaining that out for everybody. What do you find the normal age range is for people attending some of the community events?
There's been all types of age ranges. We had adults, teenagers, seniors. It's just anyone that wants to join can join, and there have been a lot of people.
And what's it been like for the two of you, to take this idea, you're inspired, this passion that you had to share this knowledge. What's it been like for you now holding these events and getting that feedback from the community who's learning from your knowledge?
Yeah, it's been super rewarding just to like know that you're out there and you're able to help people. I think also it's really helpful for us too, because obviously we don't know everything. So the questions that people ask and just knowing how people learn, it's really interesting because we're also learning in the process. So we're hoping that like by teaching other people and then they can also simultaneously teach us. That's really cool.
So it's kind of reciprocative. You're both learning from each other.
Yeah.
So where do you take this next? I want to talk about the event that's coming up, of course, but where do you envision this going from here?
Really, we hope to just expand this as far as possible, help as many different people as we can, share this knowledge with as many different groups as possible. So we're currently partnering with other libraries around Portland and trying to expand this beyond just the language of English. So this summer, we're trying to kind of move into like the Spanish speaking parts of this, which I think will be really interesting. And also hopefully sometime expanding beyond Portland and Oregon and partnering with other organizations as well.
Wow, that's really cool and ambitious of what you're doing. And I think, one more question, just to reiterate this too, why do you think, like, say there's somebody out here watching right now who may not have that much of an interest in AI or may not know much about it. Why do you think it's so important for somebody watching right now to learn about AI?
Yeah, for sure. Well, AI is such a rapidly advancing and up and coming tool, and it will very easily, I believe, take over our lives. And if we're not aware of it, it'll kind of do that without us being aware of it. Whereas if we learn about AI and learn about these new up and coming tools, we're really able to not just be knowledgeable about it, but also help shape how it impacts our future.
And for this, can you let everybody know, about this upcoming event and what they can expect at this?
The next event is at Friendly House at Friday, January 23rd at 6 p.m. And again, anybody can join if they want. It's a local community, and yeah, we'll just be doing what we're doing.
Well, that's great. I mean, what you're doing is working with the community there. And anything else that you think is important for people to know about what you're doing and about AI in general?
Yeah, well, I think just like for us, beyond like the fact that we're doing this about artificial intelligence and up and coming tools, which I think is very interesting. I think it's also really important to note that we're just like two teenagers in Portland and we're like trying to make a difference and help other people. So we hope that we've like slowly but surely can help like bridge this education and access divide. And we hope that we're taking small steps to do that. So I think really something that we can take away from this is that like really if you want to help, like you definitely can. And just these like small steps to be working towards like a goal for a better society overall, I think is really impactful. So I think anyone can do that if they really want to.
Well, it's amazing that you want to, because I think a lot of people don't want to or don't apply that. But for you two, it seems to be like it really matters. And as you're walking through that, I think it's really fascinating. So for people who want to find out more information, where can they go?
Yeah, they can go to our website and they can email the AI4Progress Hub Gmail account. And yeah, they can also attend our sessions at Friendly House. So really, there's multiple different ways.
Lots of ways to get involved in. Cool. All right. Well, thank you both. I really appreciate both of you coming here, and it's very ambitious what you're doing, and I think that's great to bridge that technological divide and educate people. So congratulations on doing that.
Thank you so much.
Our big thank you to Sanaya and Saurav for joining for that segment. Pretty impressive what they're doing there. And so their event is actually the newest one. Is going to be on Friday, January 23rd at Friendly House and open to the community. But they've got plenty more for you to check out at AI4Progress Hub on their website. And thanks for joining us. This is Fox 12 Now. We live stream here out of the Fox 12 Oregon newsroom. So we appreciate you being here. We start every weekday at 1 p.m. We go throughout the afternoon until 4 p.m. And of course, you can always watch these segments afterward on the Fox 12 Oregon app. That's it for now. Thanks for joining us. I'm Greg Nibbler. This is Fox 12 Now.